How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Murray now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Well, that's complete to Sanders. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Murray.
Oh, come on, get out the way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards and take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Guy providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now it brings up a decision on 4th down.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
On 1st down, it's Oliver, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Watson, able to find Shaheen here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marvin Jones there to make the grab as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Move, bitch. He out.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20.
How do you trip?
And this will set them up. Tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a run with Henderson. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
I'm cool.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's supposed to be a big boy.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That was good, right?
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson.
I tell you, we got to look at the ball right now.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yeah, hate it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. That's how I paid for it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Linval Joseph. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Shane Ray picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A quick throw complete to Chark. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
I did it
but
because
the
I'm not worried.
execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
I would say he definitely
so the
had
Chiefs
a
in
couple
possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Watson. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Murray to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley, and the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw it, Murray. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Murray now. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 10. A little under 30 seconds remaining. Okay. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm on, I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I come to play.
21. Is there a space?
Man, I got it come clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time.
21 space light space work.
I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. reporting live from the winter side. Where they try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback.
What you can do is, what you can do is you can go to your, go to your YouTube on your phone, and you can go straight to your YouTube off of that, and copy the link and just send me the link on Messenger.
Great color coops. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice.
Cause too many people be wanting to play games with me, bro. Everybody love me.
I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us.
Your mic is like mad mushy right now. I can't
Never
really
let
understand.
opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see
Then
that.
space the.
We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. Yeah,
I bet.
in the street, case on the news.
I said, alright, I'm looking it up now. Yeah, I found you.
Let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones.
You said the last game was a dub. We got killed.
I do a good job. Pull up the pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my brain is hard.
I doubt it.
Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change.
I'm definitely going
Hey
to
everybody,
win.
it's the coach. This is the
definitely gonna
NFL
win.
on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans.
Yeah, they definitely going to beat you.
I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Oh, $157 and 3 touchdowns. Should have got a running back. I thought she was going to be deep. But you was bragging about how, I mean, you got Kamara.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here.
Oh, yeah,
this will be a
cool
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
See, my man Tyler had an efficient-ass game, 9 for 11 with a touchdown last game.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time, in football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Catch. I've seen that.
Little glimpse of his athleticism there, what they're going to have to deal with.
Other
He can use his legs to dance
up
around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And when you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week, because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up, keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On second down, Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They give him that.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down.
Oh, I had him.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if
you seen that punt?
What was wrong with them in the last game. That's double win there, partner.
Damn, bro, I didn't
change
change
man's hands,
my
and you pin them inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Oh, I'm playing against Andy Dalton.
The 3rd year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
They got Hollywood.
Marquise Brown. 94 yards.
I was looking down at your shit.
And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right?
I was looking down at your shit
and keep it up for an entire season,
house called
but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Win
first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I hate when
that's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you can trust.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
I thought you caught that pick for real.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
He got back there.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 18 carries, 57 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Dalton. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep with Jones. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Yeah, I just be
1 yard, the official
of
pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Niggas don't be playing, yeah. Yeah, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got a man, he finds Sanders. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line.
They're balling right now. They got 3 receptions for
well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
This throw quickly out to Jones.
Look at this play right here.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. It's Williams on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, and he fires one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Who's a tight end?
This is taken at the 15. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. It's complete to Williams.
Oh, you missed.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. So Dalton now. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached intermission here, and we now proceed to the start of the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, and he goes out right around the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. midfield here. Dalton. And Brate, the tight end's got it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down at the 28.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Give me that user. Let's go.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. A quick throw complete to Chark. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Drake Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Murray. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Murray now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. To throw, it's Murray escaping the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. One interception, just get it back, get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down. Andy Dalton now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing. Dalton. This is caught by Williams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
When niggas get injured, got
that last catch short the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be Dalton again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Dalton. Complete. He finds Bray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Dalton, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
Hey, we out. We out,
breaks the tackle. Now an alley.
Bro, if he catches me.
A second broken tackle. And it'll be an
excellent
return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Dawson tacks on the point after. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw here, Dalton. This will be caught once again by Brown. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Dalton now, the pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good to make it 21-17. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, bro.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Murray. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Back to throw. They're making steady. Pressure there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On second down, Williams. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, I'm cool. I just know I shouldn't have lost that shit. Nah, I was trying to get D-Hop. I was trying to get D-Hop. Nah. I'm trying to see if I can get Juju. Nigga, you just now about to get your first win. You didn't even get out of week 1 undefeated. That's fucking weak. You're not going house yet. So you're not going house yet. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking trade. They be acting stingy. Yeah, they be acting stingy as hell. Hey, he built on you. Is that a big dude? Oh yeah, he fucking he snapped. He snapped just now.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. It seems off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
Yeah.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg is in the game.
As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this quarter.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New
My
York,
toes, cause I got nerve damage and shit. So like my fucking leg and foot be hurting and shit.
my team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now.
Nah, my shit 24/7. It's just like sometimes it's more severe than others. You know what I mean? And sometimes it hurt more than others.
If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch. like Saquon. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
What is that?
Yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window?
Yeah.
My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like 10 over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad.
Damn, I gotta play Andrew Luck and Kyle Fuller.
48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
and no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that.
But I got my playbook
and they lost
now,
the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how did it?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Wow.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
What did you say? He's not no gun.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. That one complete. He finds Shark. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
And, partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready, and go out and play again. Or, as one of the veterans told me, I actually like this because I can keep my anger for this short amount of time and take it out on the other team.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Hey, watch out. Check right, 54.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at their roster.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Eluding the pressure right. Lets this one rip, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Murray will get this out to Barkley, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So that bitch said, oh, he mossed me. Nah, I was sitting here texting. I'm not even on your phone.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack to Corey Legion.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the comeback player of the year in 2018. A Pro Bowl quarterback as well a season ago, Andrew Luck.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns, and they got the win. And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Oh, thank you. I was going to say, if they didn't call that.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
A carry now for McKissick.
Who is this? Who is this?
34 yards there and a first down.
Really getting jiggy.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Oh, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Oh, he's to the crib.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
I want to throw the ball. This nigga fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case,
he's got a man complete. He's at the 30.
You got to watch this play right here, bro. Watch the pump fake.
Touchdown.
Watch the pump fake that the guy actually threw it to him.
DJ Chark. Back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
That's crazy.
So let's see about the call. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Murray with a third and long. Herndon's got it complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
I hit the button.
Off the crossbar, no good. A long-range hit. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's one. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Luck drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
He's trying to pet talk this team and shit.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start. As
he said we're better than this.
Field and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss.
Got a big stop.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately
put the ball in the end
zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
On your home field, they're doing
a couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 1st downs. And how about that 2nd one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Yeah, they're doing you in.
53, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
I mean, don't know where to turn our offense.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Murray.
Put away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 54.
To throw, it's Murray. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Murray now closing in on a 200-yard 1st half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. 1st down now with that clock rolling. Now Murray dancing to his left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray.
Let's go.
Is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
That's good shit.
Back to throw. Love. This one caught by Crowder. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Yeah, you seen I woke up. I was down 14.
9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can have that in that game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
No problem. More guns.
To the air again. Lock.
Give me that pick. Let's go.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Oh, we out. We out, Preston Smith. Watch this little pick. I'm really snapping.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tariq Cohen, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point.
Well, I think I put
what a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Love.
Let's go,
AJ. Be intercepted for a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded at the goal line. They find some open field here.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Off of play action. Luck.
I told you can't fumble too much.
Quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Luck now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb.
Yo, David, what are you doing?
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect.
Yeah, do you want Sean Lee?
You like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing now is Murray. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he?
To me when I told you
what he wanted to do.
was a
But
bad
this
idea.
one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even
I wish you'd have listened to me when I said Cam was a bad idea.
Right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On first down, Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with his...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Murray looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Long. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15.
Wow, he just lost this like
A big play that time for the Titans.
Who is that?
54 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On third and long, bro.
They're now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Jacksonville. Now Luck. All even as we get ready to start. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team
because
as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, before they were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Kill.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Murray now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A second nice move. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. And he's got it. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
23 yards the pickup there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck.
Let's go.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Pressure.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. The throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Murray. Flush to his right.
Touchdown. Let's go.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting the lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Luck now to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with McKesson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is through. It is good. Dan
might as well
the
send the end
Titans
so I
are
can
going
start
to
this
win the
next game.
football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the
They hold
kickoff.
me, bro.
And I'm right there
I got
with
a
you,
tackle.
partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Titans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a...
I'm telling you, brother, just sim to the end so we can play this next game. Damn, I'm winning, bro.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. I'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the leg dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. 1st of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day.
How much time left?
Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. On your house, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello?
That's over.
That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. To the money low, I'ma grab round man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. 1st of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday.
Yeah.
48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back.
Yeah, don't even take long to sim the week. I don't even want to keep looking at this screen. Hurry up and sim the week so I could. Yeah, I'm about to cut ass because I'm sick. I said I'm about to cut ass because I'm sick. They hold me. I didn't think they was gonna hold me though. Yeah.
Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine
I just feel like it was bullshit.
Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still real. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine.
We definitely not going for Super Bowl. I know you not for sure. I said I know you not.
I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah. I feel like I got hold. Yeah, on some bullshit. Damn, and I gotta play the 3-0 Broncos. They got Chris Harris Jr., Adam Thielen.
And I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you.
Nigga, your last game you wasn't supposed to lose at all. You talking about a bounce back. Like how you know y'all not gonna fucking lose? You wasn't supposed, that last game wasn't supposed to be a bounce back.
Jordan, taking over Chicago. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Jordan Howard, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading him out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
They played
One thing that I think Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't get enough credit for is his toughness. This is a guy who plays through injuries, but it's also being mentally tough, knowing that everyone's always trying to move him out of the lineup, trying to find a replacement for him, yet he continues to battle and has earned the total respect of his teammates.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick.
It has nickel formations that the
he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down.
Yo, watch this bullshit.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz,
got him into the right
protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Watch how the tight end go
pick
get
up,
that.
And it's enough for a Broncos first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And he gets it down to the 32. The numbers for Howard a week ago: 18 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a good watch in the future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Nah, that was Henry.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envision it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
No, that's fucking Jordan Howard.
Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
He gonna be out the truck and shit, spinning on niggas.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So Doug Marrone's Jaguars set to take over. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. It's a QB. Yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Mike, 53.
From the 36, Murray escaping the pressure. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Yo, if I would not have picked up that fumble, bro, I would have been fucking weird.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it?
Murray,
I mean,
like,
I remember watching teams play. The ball
the
might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered.
I like how you know you
just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
That was hot.
53.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, we check the starters now for Denver. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. Pretty nice effort.
To throw is Murray. Forced out, and it's a Jacksonville touchdown. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense? Someone who will dance with him and go where he goes. Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting them in the first half. Yeah. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah, that's wild.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Fitzpatrick to throw it.
Oh, he lost me. Wow. Who is that?
Way home for a Broncos score. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now Murray. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying...
I got to go pick up my peoples. I'll be back on. Nah, I'm gonna just put my shit on
Spin it.
rest
Because
mode.
it should tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his
I'm
own
gonna do that after.
frankly.
I want to score this.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Right here.
On second and 11 now. Fitzpatrick to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the delay, it's Howard.
Let me give up the
And
first
stopped
on
a
third
few
and
yards
11.
shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough fourth down. On second and goal, Fitzpatrick. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2.
Oh, no.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This field at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
As soon as I snap the ball, bro.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That Browns uniform. I said the Browns uniform, the Bears uniform.
Murray with a third and long. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And here we go on fourth down with Murray. And it is incomplete.
All right, I'll be back, bro.